You have Newports?
I used to. I smoked the whole pack.
What the fuck?
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 94 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And K-Money.
Is that your impression of me? Because I have a chest cold.
My
chest
body
hurts.
tight.
Chest hurt.
These young whippersnappers don't understand. I've smoked so many cigarettes in my life.
That's fucking... I put a pack of Newports down in like a day and a half. So I'm just humming menthols. And menthol cannot be good for the lungs.
No, menthol's proven to be really bad for your inner ear as well.
Your inner ear? Good
Yeah.
thing I'm not listening to cigarettes then. That one will go over some people's heads.
Why do you like this?
What am I?
Hold up.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It looks weird. It looks fuzzy today.
Oh, it's because the light behind
The
you is
backlight.
fucking wicked today.
Yeah, it is. What the fuck?
I shut the blinds to make it less so.
Oh, because it was so bad?
It's so bright outside today.
I look an odd color in there. Hello.
You look a little sick in the camera right now. Speaking of sick, I don't think germs are real.
That's retarded.
I understand things are dirty. I get that. I know, so coming from someone who works in food service.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that from my chef. This is one of those conspiracies I don't want to hear in the kitchen.
But I understand that things can be dirty with, like, gross things.
Okay, hold up. Now, define germs.
That's what I'm saying. I think the definite... You know, like the little... Every time you think of germs, you think of little creatures. You know what I mean? Like, there's little guys down there that are, like, slimy.
Why? Because you watched... What'd you
watch?
watch?
Osmosis
Jones too fucking late in life?
Like, this doesn't seem plausible.
Like, this is the education... This is the teaching aid we're using. Okay.
Yeah.
Not on board.
Isn't Kid Rock in Osmosis Jones?
Kid Rock? No.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, he is. And Chris Rock.
Yeah.
And who else? There's a couple big names in that.
Yeah, fucking... I don't think that's how the immune system works, actually. But I don't think...
You know what? I'm with you. Maybe it does. You might be right.
But, like, if you think... Like, if you took a microscope and went right down on, like, unwashed hands, are you going to see little creatures rolling around?
Yes.
But you're going to see those everywhere.
Yeah, you'll see them on everything, including washed hands.
Exactly.
But what's... The important distinction is... Yes, bacteria, fungus... Staphylococcus, all these things exist all over you all the time. Interestingly enough, your nose, Staphylococcus, like staph infections, exist very commonly on the nose. Like the skin on the nose has tons of staph.
Is it because you're constantly touching your nose?
I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of
People are
staph.
constantly doing this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there's a lot of staph on your nose. I know that much.
So are germs just bacteria and viruses?
Yeah.
Then why don't we just call them bacteria and viruses and not germs? Germ sounds juvenile.
It's bad, yeah. I like calling people big germ.
Big germ.
Or germ. Like if
Big germ is the industry that produces germs. Like
like big pharma?
Yeah, like big pharma,
big pharma,
dairy.
big germ, they're competing.
Yeah, big tobacco. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like washing your hands is a lie. It's invented by big germs.
No, okay,
to sell soap.
You definitely it's all about the important distinction is that it's all about the balance of bacteria and virus and what have you on your body. And on your food. Because it exists everywhere.
Yeah, in your gut.
Now, I want to be clear. I am not a microbiologist.
No.
But my friend is, and we could call him. Not right now.
Yeah.
Because it's Sunday morning and he'll be like, why the fuck are you calling me?
I'm busy doing microbiology.
No, he won't. He'll be like, I'm busy getting laid. But
it's late on a Sunday morning besides Jesus.
Dude, I would if you didn't fucking make me do this podcast.
Make you do this podcast? That's hilarious. I have to drag you kicking and screaming to do this.
So
Getting laid on a Sunday morning sounds strange.
It's a
Sunday
wonderful
afternoon?
time. No,
Lovely.
First thing in the morning.
Sunday night? Awesome. Saturday night, for sure.
No, Sunday morning. Get laid first thing in the morning. It starts your whole day right.
I'm conscious. I got fucking morning breath.
Yeah, you get
I
up.
got dry mouth.
Slide. The only thing you gotta do, get up, brush your teeth, Listerine, and go back. Go back to bed. Do you shower before you go to bed?
Shower before I go to bed.
Yeah,
And when I
then
wake
you're
up.
good. Yeah, exactly. So you go to bed, showered, you wake up in the morning, you're basically clean, aside from some farts.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know.
Farts.
I wake up slow. It takes me like half an hour to
Yeah,
wake
you don't
up.
have to start fucking right, like good. You know, you just like it's slow. It's kind of like it's a morning fuck.
I mean, I understand the morning fuck on every other day but Sunday. It just doesn't seem like a Sunday activity.
Sunday is a good day for a morning fuck.
I think just going to church for years as a kid fucked me up. Like, this isn't
Jesus
for the
doesn't want you
carnal
to do
pleasures
it.
right now. This is for God.
Yeah, and Jesus, I leave space for Jesus.
I shoot ropes for God. You know what I mean? Just like high fiving Big G.
Yeah, you know.
Thanks, homie.
No, but back to what we were saying. It's all about the balance. And I would say that they probably consider germs to be. I would assume that germs are considered an excess of harmful bacteria.
See, yeah, and I understand that, and I know that an excess of harmful bacteria is bad, and I understand that, like, bad bacteria and bad viruses will fuck you up.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need this other category that encompasses those that's just called germs. It seems like germs is just a way of dumbing this down for people.
Yeah, it is, because people are dumb.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or, like, before we figured out the extent of bacteria, we called them germs.
I think
because it made sense, and then we just haven't dropped that.
I think maybe that's it. I think people used to be quite dumb, and now, like, you probably wouldn't need that.
Mm-hmm. Because I know before germ theory, surgeons wouldn't wash their hands before surgeries. And
Yeah,
shit,
which is fucked.
which is wicked cool. Like, I can't believe they needed to tell doctors that there's little tiny elves that make you sick on everybody for them to be like, all right, I'll wash my hands. You know what I mean? Like,
like
before that, there's no way
grubby
he's just
hands.
like licking mayo off his fingers after lunch, and he's
Yeah,
like,
let's do
right
this.
into the gallbladder.
Yeah.
Just take that puppy out. Like, not even a cursory rinse. You know what I mean?
Well, they didn't think about it back then.
That's just gross, though. You get shit on your hands.
Yeah, we're conscious of it. We've been trained to think about it.
Yeah, but like someone in the 1700s working in the early industrial revolution definitely went home with a bunch of shit on their hands.
And washed
visibly
it off.
and washed it off, right? There's no way they were like, this is a perfectly acceptable hand to touch my newborn baby. You know what I mean?
They were.
And then just babies are dying.
Dude, that's actually a thing. Like, hard-working, gross, covered in shit people would, like, just come home and stay like that. They would only bath, like, when they had the family bath. You gotta think the other thing was they had a lack of fresh water available.
Well, yeah, probably.
So, like, the dad would always be the last one to bath. You'd bath the baby first, and then it'd go along.
Fuck that.
Can you
You're
imagine?
providing for the house. You get first bath.
What, and everybody else gets to be dirty after you were in there? Like, everyone else, in theory, is much, much cleaner than you. Your wife doesn't work. She's chilling at home.
No, girls get gross, dude.
Yeah, all she's doing, though, is getting in there and getting some pussy stank off her. That's about it.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Fucking,
She's otherwise been, like, cooking and
Pussy
stuff.
stank.
So her hands and shit are clean.
I guess.
Like, she's probably quite clean, and she's been handling a baby. You know, like, she's probably relatively clean.
I just want it known for the listeners, I don't condone the use of pussy stank. I hate that. That's awful.
Sorry. We'll call it. She was probably
Feminine odors. That's also bad.
Yeah, that's bad. Now, see, I was trying to be just courteous to everybody.
Pussy stank.
Pussy stank.
Honey, get out of the bath.
And some swum.
Swum?
Sweaty bum.
Oh, butt butter.
Yeah, butt butter.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Did I ever show
but
you
that's like the extent of it. And the kids are probably gonna have a little dirt on them, whatever.
because they're just playing in the street.
Yeah, they're gonna have a little actual dirt, which will settle to the bottom of your stagnant bath that you share among the whole
This
family.
is so fucking nasty.
Just hold on.
I would never share.
And then Dad will get in, and he's
just
covered
demolish it.
He's covered in all sorts of horrendous toxic chemicals,
Metal shavings.
like dirt, coal, oil, like horrendous things are all over
the
him.
blood of his enemies.
Yeah, and the mom is going to come in with lye and burn it off. That's the family bath that happened back when this was a problem. God. You know? And then he'd get out kind of clean, and she'd fuck him that day. Yeah, and otherwise he wasn't getting laid. You know? Blowjobs? That wasn't a fucking thing.
Now, can you blame him?
No.
Ugh.
No. Can you imagine?
Like day 3 of 14 hours in the factory?
Yeah, can you imagine eating some ass in the fucking 1700s?
I would say, like, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
But I know they did.
What?
There's a letter. I was just about to ask you if I'd ever shown you this. It's like Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, is this about the titties that are like whatever?
No, that's Henry VIII. Her little duckies.
Duckies. Yeah. All right, what's this other letter?
It's like a letter, and it's in a museum.
Welcome to Josh's Obscure Sex Letters from Ancient History.
Yeah, it's crazy that I have 2 of them. Yeah. It's Benjamin Franklin, like, on his way back to Boston, right? And if you don't know, Benny Frank's fucked. Like, that's all he did. He would definitely be labeled a sex addict. He fucked multiple people every single day. He had like a endless rotation of girlfriends. In his 20s, he had an absolute obsession with fucking women in their 50s. Dude was a freak.
What?
Oh, yeah. Dude was a stone cold freak. And he's like writing a letter to one of his girlfriends. He's like, I'll be home in 3 days. Stop washing. Because he's just going to tear it up when he gets there.
Stop washing? Why would you want someone to stop washing?
Because he's a freak and he likes it stanky.
That's gross.
To you. To Benny Franks, he's like getting in there.
Oh.
3 days of 1700s Boston.
1700s Boston. Not a razor in sight.
No. That is a dirty town.
Yeah. Fuck me, eh?
Oof.
That's gross.
What's the river in Boston?
I don't know, but it's going to smell like that river.
Yeah, it's going to smell like that river.
It's going to smell like the ocean.
Smell like the ocean in this.
With paralytic shellfish poisoning.
Yeah. You couldn't... There's a very high number, but I'm not even going to say it. You'd have to pay me so much money to share a bath with, like, anybody, really. Aside
a bath?
Like, not even bathe at the same time, just the water. Like, to be the second
disgusting.
guy.
That's disgusting.
Like, I think my number to suck off LeBron is lower. Like, if we're going back to that, like, I think I'd rather do that than
share bathwater.
Yeah, and not just like a salts in the bath, I'm relaxing and getting out, like a wash bath.
You got to get in a scrub.
You're scrubbing after a day.
Oh my god.
Like, fuck.
There's some people...
Everyone I know is so gross.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who I would maybe share a bath with.
Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Other than that...
Sandra Bullock.
But, okay, this is sharing a bath or just getting in her bathwater?
Well, ideally sharing with Sandra Bullock. I would share a bath.
Why are all the women you like hot women from 15 years ago?
Because that is my pop culture reference, sir.
You just stopped watching movies in 2008. Seen them. We're done. I mean, yeah, I saw 300. What else do you want? That's
no, actually, okay, so I was so mad about this. When we first moved in together, so I'm a big movie buff. I am. Self-proclaimed.
Yeah.
I had a list of like 15 or 1,800 movies I wanted to watch, and I would adjust and add to this list.
Mm.
The list died.
What, you lost the list?
No, my current fiance has this thing where she kills where she kills electronics by touching them.
Oh.
And she touched the laptop, and then it freaked the fuck out on my Lenovo laptop, and then it was like...
In her defense, that laptop was like 15 years old.
But yet it was totally fine until she touched it.
What did she do to it?
She touched it.
Just like laid her hands upon it.
And it fucked it.
It's like the opposite of King Midas.
That's what she's like. She has a superpower.
And it's destroying computers?
Electronics. Just like, she's just got to like, boop, and it stops working.
Someone's got to call the army.
I know. She's a weapon.
Just like, just drop her in like, send her undercover to Moscow and just be like, start touching things.
Just walk around touching stuff.
If you can get inside like a military operation,
just touch
and
all
just
the
start
stuff.
rubbing your hands on stuff, do it. You save a lot of people.
Oh man,
that would actually be it sounds silly, but that'd be a pretty wicked superpower.
That'd be a crazy superpower. You'd have to live like a peasant though.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
couldn't take elevators.
Yeah, like get in your car, turn it on, and it just...
Yeah. It's like, why do you drive
you can't get in elevators? Like,
yeah, why do you drive a motorcycle? Because it's the only thing that works after you touch it.
Yeah, because mechanical stuff
doesn't break.
It's just electronics.
Yeah, that'd be a cool superpower.
It would be.
I thought of something funny for you.
What's that?
I was in Marshall's.
Yeah.
And I was in a department store of an unnamed company.
No, we're fine to say Marshalls.
Are we fine? Okay.
Yeah, proudly sponsored.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. Can't say that.
I wish. That'd be so sweet.
Just pull a fucking, HomeSense Marshalls sponsorship.
Dude, I would love that.
Dude, I have candles at the ass.
Dude, my house would be so nice. I'd have fucking big mirrors. I'd have a big-ass clock. You know?
Like the big-ass round clocks on the wall?
Yeah, I love those ones.
Do you really?
I love walking into a room and someone has an obnoxiously huge clock. I like clocks. My clocks are like your train.
Okay.
Like, I love them. I could have a room full of clocks.
Okay.
Yeah, psychotically so, but I do enjoy them. I don't know why.
Okay.
Just like...
Does it ever freak you out that some people can't tell time on an analog clock?
What?
Does it ever freak you out that, have you ever met someone in their, 20s that's like, oh, I can't tell the time when it's got hands?
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I'm serious. There's more people than you think.
Do they not own watches?
They own digital watches.
Who the fuck doesn't, like a grown-ass man?
Grown-ass men and women who just never learn to tell time.
Okay, I'm realizing, this is a little sidebar that I'll round back to what we're talking about. I'm realizing the older I get, how incredibly British I may have been raised against my will.
Why's that? Because
there's some things that I think are just proper.
Okay.
And if you don't do them, then colonies? You're improper. like wearing a watch.
Yeah.
Everyone should wear a watch because it's important. Mm-hmm. And it means you're punctual.
You were half an hour late today.
I know, but I wear a watch.
You can't say that. That's incredibly British of you too. Is holding everyone else to a standard that you don't meet.
No, that's the American.
No, if you were American, you would have said, no, fuck you, I was on time. And your watch would just be set, your watch would just have a dead battery in it for 3 years.
I was on time. No, but do you know what I mean? I think everyone should wear a watch.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's certain things about being proper.
Okay.
You know?
What else?
I don't know. If you go to dinner, you should wear a button-up.
Yeah.
Or a nice sweater.
No hats.
No hats at the dinner table.
At the dinner table.
People who wear hats at the dinner table drive me nuts.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why. I don't know why it drives me nuts.
No hats at the dinner table.
Because the religious thing doesn't bug me.
Yeah, the Jesus seeing your bald spot or whatever.
Yeah, Jesus, despite being all-powerful, can only read your mind if you're not wearing a hat. So you have to have no hat on at the table.
No hat, okay, yep.
And then I think, respect, but fucking...
Yeah.
I don't feel any disrespect if someone's wearing a hat. I just know it's wrong.
It's just irritating.
It's just irritating.
Yeah.
Like, if you're the only one at the table wearing a hat, you're going to look like a moron.
Dude, and some people do it.
Okay.
It's always guys that are in their 40s trying to be in their 30s.
And in their 30s, they were trying to be in their 20s?
Yeah, and they're just like 10 years behind and they keep the hat on. It's like, I don't want to admit that I've shaved my head and I'm bald because I have this cool flat brim hat. And you're like, look, you're wearing a blazer.
And a t-shirt.
Which take the
looks
fucking
great
hat off.
if you're like, the CEO of a, social media website.
Company.
But right now, you're just like trying to get $27 spaghetti.
We're chilling at a Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet, motherfucker. Take the hat off.
Chinese all-you-can-eat buffet, I give the hats a pass because I am a fucking sight in there. So, there's nothing proper about what I'm doing in there.
Fair enough. But if I go sit down for dinner somewhere,
take the hat off. Wings and shit, if I'm in a sports bar, I don't care. But the second that there's no TVs, hats off.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a big difference between a restaurant that has a TV in it and one that doesn't.
Yeah, unless it's a tiny Italian restaurant.
Well, then if it's a TV playing an Italian soccer game in the corner and like two old Italian guys are watching it, that's different.
You have to take your hat off.
You have to take your hat off in there.
Or they'll get mad at you.
Gotta pull your wife's chair out for her.
Yeah, don't be a piece of shit.
Or you'll get bippity-boppity and fucking...
Bippity-boppity.
Yeah, that's what happens when an Italian kills you.
I'm sorry, our Italian friend.
I'm not. You can be racist to Italians. It's totally fine.
Oh my God.
It's totally... And the Spanish. Same thing. But, they talk funny. They're funny talking people. People that live on the Mediterranean are funny talking people.
Okay, so this is something that I heard about that, like, with Nordic people.
Oh.
That they're not really racist. They're just super ignorant. So they just have, like, never heard certain people before.
Yeah.
So, like, when Indian people immigrate to, say, Iceland, they're like, ha ha ha, silly Indians. Like, listen to their silly voice.
Yeah.
And they just think they have, like,
which is
silly talking.
rich coming from the...
Yeah, I know.
You guys are goofballs up there. You sound like that. You're fucking, like, almost see-through skin and hair because you guys get sun for 3 months of the year for 2 hours. You guys like live under the ground and fucking if you start a conversation in public with a stranger, they're gonna like kill you.
Yeah.
It's like so incredibly rude to them to talk to a stranger that people like will move to fucking Sweden for work or something, right?
And then can't make friends.
And like cannot meet a single person. Because you'll be like in a bar or like on like at a bus stop or whatever, and you see someone else by themselves. You're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like,
"Really?
Like, what the fuck are you doing?" Like, this is weird. They'll line up in queues
6
feet apart.
Why?
Because if I'm this far from you, it's like, pooh, back it up, Sven.
Like, no wonder they're so like odd.
They're odd people up there.
They are odd people. And like they have really odd relationship stuff.
Yeah.
And it must be because they're so lonely. Because they'll like if you work with a girl, you guys will just walk around holding hands.
Yeah.
That's like a normal thing.
Yep.
It's like, oh, well, there's a girl here. You hold her hand.
They do that in India too.
Yeah, they hold
the
pinkies. Yeah, guys hold pinkies.
That's so fruity.
I know.
I know. It's like it's cultural differences. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's so funny to me.
It's odd. Yeah. Well, we're North American piggies. Back to
Do you want to hold pinkies next time?
No, I don't. Was that your pitch?
That was my pitch. Yeah.
Okay.
One last thing I'll say about Nordic people because I was kind of on a roll there.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't understand why it's totally societally acceptable to make fun of albino people, but not them.
It's not.
It is. We like to pretend like it's not okay to make fun of albino people. It's totally acceptable. Every time you see an albino person in public, what do you do?
Oh my God.
What do? You make a little joke in your head to yourself, and then you look at your buddy like... But all of a sudden you see like a Finnish guy, you're not just like... You know what I mean? It's the same thing, though. Or it's also scary, creepy, pale people.
I mean, okay, the Nords, I think they're pretty good about jokes. Like, you can joke about them to them, and they're pretty good, like, good sports about it.
Oh, yeah, they would be, yeah, for sure.
They're pretty easygoing people.
They can't make fun of us, though.
Why not?
Because there's nothing to make fun of.
They make fun of us all the time.
Look at you with the red in your cheeks. Ah,
they're like, you alcoholics.
You have a tan, you idiot.
Yeah. You're ruining your pure white skin.
Look at your ugly brown hair.
Yeah, they think we're insane.
I guess. Do you ever miss... India got brought up as well. Do you ever miss doing an Indian accent?
I do it still.
Okay, good. Me too. Just not in public as much anymore.
You just can't do it in public.
I remember like 10 years ago.
I do it with my Indian friends.
You've got the pass.
I guess.
You got the Punjab pass to say.
No, Punjab's a region.
Yeah.
I would call it an Indian pass first and foremost.
Well, India is not a homogenous culture.
My buddy... Yeah, it's not. That's for damn sure. My buddy, who's Pakistani, So
Indian.
That's
that's so mean.
But he thinks it's hilarious when I do an Indian accent.
Okay.
Because they don't like the Indians.
They don't like them, but they're like, aside from being Muslim, pretty similar.
Well, because they were part of India.
Yeah. But it's like, listen to that funny accent. Motherfucker, you have the same accent.
No, they don't think so.
They don't think so, but to us they do.
No, it's a little different. Pakistani accent's like definitely different from Indian accent. No, I'm not going to do it. There is a key difference though. Pakistani seems to be more from the back of the throat.
Okay.
Same way like Irish accents, like Cork down south is like a back of the throat accent.
Okay.
As opposed to your like Dublin accent.
Right, where it's in the nose.
Or up north where it's not Ireland.
Well, the north is Ireland.
Anyway.
I'm just saying.
It's Northern Ireland.
It's Northern Ireland, and hopefully one day Ireland will be completely united as one country.
Yeah, I would. Really nice. You know what? I would like that if it was all Ireland again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but too many Scottish people in Northern Ireland.
Scots.
That's what they did. Yeah, they moved a bunch of Scottish and English, but primarily Scots.
The Brits once again doing what the Brits do.
Straight Duncan on a smaller population. They fucking love it. Just layup after layup after layup, and then they controlled like half the world.
Nothing more than having a gun when the other guy's got fucking bows and arrows. Yeah.
Well, our tactics are purely superior.
Yeah,
it's like everybody stand in a line and fire a wall of lead at the guys using like
spears
and leather shields.
Yeah.
A brilliant tactic, sir.
You are a genius.
We're gonna make you the Rear Admiral Commodore. You get a funny hat.
Okay, so I had this thing while I was in the Marshalls.
Sorry.
I never told. Yeah,
big clock time. Marshalls. Anyways.
Okay, so I heard a kid screaming, and I out of pocket said this in line. And
shut your fucking kid up.
No, the lady behind me, who was white, did not laugh.
Yeah.
The lady in front of me, who was Indian,
yeah,
she did laugh.
What'd you say?
I heard the kid screaming, and me and the fiance were like, "Oh, it sounds like bloody murder over there." It's like, you hear that? That's the sound of a white kid being told no. And I just said it, and I wasn't there. I'm like, oh, that was pretty loud. And I looked around, and half the line was laughing, and the other half was like, piece of shit, dunking on your own people. It's true though. White children fucking suck.
I had a good one, and unfortunately nobody heard it. But I was like, okay. It's probably what you had done here too, where I said it quiet enough where it could be reasonably understood that I was saying it to myself, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also wanted people to hear.
What'd you say?
There was like a 3-year-old screaming and crying in the Starbucks, and I was like, ooh, iPad died. And nobody...
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm actually scared of the iPad kids.
Why? Because they're smarter than we are?
No. Because life isn't going to give you instant gratification all the time.
Yeah, that's how you develop financial problems and crippling debt, which is what they've done to the country.
They. Who's they? Here we go. Who's they? I want you to say it. I want you to say it so bad. This is a perfect time. Everyone hates Israel. Just say it.
What?
Never mind.
Hold on. It's that conflict. I'm gonna. You know what? I want to be clear on my stance with that conflict. Can I be? Because we've not talked about it at all.
No.
I want to be clear.
Glass them both. No, that's not the right call.
Israel, for 80 years, has been doing horrendous things to Palestine. Mm-hmm. Hamas is a terrorist organization, a literal organization of terrorism that is anti-Semitic like the fucking Nazis. Both of you do not deserve my fucking support. The innocent people of Israel, who are not the government and its military, do not deserve to be involved in this conflict. And the innocent people of Palestine, who are not a part of a fucking terrorist organization, also do not deserve to be involved in this conflict. The fact that both of these groups, Hamas and the Israeli government, are blocking international aid from entering war zones to help get out innocent people is fucking pathetic. Mm-hmm. Both of you suck. Fuck you both. And I couldn't give less of a fuck what happens to either side, aside from the innocent people inside of those zones. That's my fucking stance on it. I literally don't give a shit. If someone walked in and wiped out every Israeli official involved in this and the entirety of Hamas, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, some bad people died today. Mm-hmm. That's all that happened.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that people want to defend one side or another and just blatantly ignore the enormous amount of fucking war crimes being done on both sides of this, it's wrong.
It does seem, though, for the last 80 years that Israel's prime directive has been the eradication of Palestinian people.
Yeah, anyone who is denying that is insane.
And I think...
Like, for 80 years, you've had a population that was supposed to exist peacefully in that area of the world because they were placed there by the Brits. Mm-hmm. Brits and Americans.
Yes.
And for 80 years, you've slowly expanded your borders, having civil conflict and destroying a country that was there before you. Mm-hmm. You can't say that because God told someone 2,000 years ago that it was yours, that you come in and start just taking land. That's not how it fucking works, man.
Well, according to the religion, it's also for Muslims. Muslims believe it was for them as well.
Exactly. So. Because they're all Judeo-Christian religions. Mm-hmm. They're all a part of the same little fucking trilogy storyline.
Yeah, the trilogy.
Yeah, and I will say in defense of Israel, inside of Israel, there's lots of Muslims, Christians, and Jews that live peacefully together.
Yeah, because it's the Holy Land. But
that's not my issue. My issue isn't with Israel as a country and a people. My issue is with Israeli government, and Israeli military is horrendous.
My issue is Jews from outside of Israel moving to Israel. I have a huge problem with that.
Why?
Because as that happens, they need to keep taking land and
land. Because they don't have enough space.
And what they'll do is just straight up kick Palestinians out of their homes and just seize them. And it'll be like this Jewish couple from Brooklyn living in a Palestinian person's home. They'll just take it.
Yeah.
The power balance there and the wealth balance.
Well, this is like let's not pretend like this is one-sided. Because there's horrendous things happening on Palestinian side of the border as well.
Yeah.
Like, and there is fucking anti-Semitism happening in mass.
Yeah.
For sure. Is it unwarranted? I don't know. I'm not a judge. I'm not fucking God.
Well, take this with a reasonable doubt, because trying to sum up the Arab-Jewish conflict.
Yeah, let's
have hated
clear.
each other for a very long time.
I was going to say, let's be clear here. Not only have these two groups been at it for 80 fucking years.
Longer than that.
So, also, anyone who's listening and all the jackasses that for some reason I know who suddenly have an opinion on the Israel-Palestine conflict, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I know.
This has been a problem for like 100 years.
Yeah.
That this specific conflict has been happening.
Everyone's got to be an expert on everything, myself included.
It's like, shut the fuck up.
If you're not me and you, and you're not hyper-intelligent, like we are.
Hyper-intelligent.
My brain actually expands larger than my skull will allow. Because it hurts how smart I am.
That's actually a problem. It causes seizures.
You were saying? I was just absorbing knowledge there from the Matrix.
Oh.
Just comes in.
Okay.
And unless you're that smart, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's true.
I know what I'm talking about.
This issue is incredibly complex and nuanced. Mm-hmm. It's difficult.
Also, you can't be worrying about everything all the time. There's not enough time in the day to worry about everything that's going on in the world.
I agree. I would say to walk away from this, because I don't want to talk about Israel and Palestine anymore.
Okay.
But I would say a parting note is that genuinely, my thoughts and prayers are with both sides of the border and the innocent people on either side of that border.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's genuine. I do feel bad for both Israelis and Palestinians who are innocent civilians that are not involved in this and are being killed en masse. Mm-hmm. It's fucking horrible. And, you should have peace in that region. It's fucking pathetic how both sides have handled that.
They're about to figure out why the U.S. doesn't have health care. Because it's about to get fucking...
Well, the U.S. is talking about not backing Israel.
Oh, yeah? Because the carrier group's there.
Yeah, after being for so long backing Israel and helping them commit atrocities, they're saying now that they don't like how they've executed this. They cautioned Israel on the first attack to be like, hey,
slow it up.
They were like, don't make mistakes that we made in fucking Iraq and stuff, like with 9/11. Like, we're cautioning you, don't make mistakes because people won't look favorably on you. Mm-hmm. And they made those mistakes, so.
Fucking Sleepy Joe, baby. I'm riding with Biden.
Sleepy Joe!
I'm riding with Biden, dude. This guy, every time I see him, I'm like, I fucking love it. I hate a decent amount, but every time I see him, it's like hard to get mad at him.
Yeah.
She's like, fucking ice cream. Shut the fuck up, Israel. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah!
Ice cream!
chocolate chip. Yeah. I fucking love it.
Dude, he's out of control.
I love him. He's like your weird, wacky grandpa.
No, he's supposed to be the leader of one of the most powerful countries in the world. He is. No, he's definitely a puppet.
Now we're getting weird.
Well, there's no way he's making judgment calls.
Yeah.
What?
He's also been a statesman his entire life. He's been in government his entire life. He knows about it.
Yeah, but he's now super demented.
Yeah, but there's some stuff that's got to be baked in there.
I don't know. You know what they should be giving him? Actually, you want to know a little study that I was reading?
Amphetamines.
No. You're going to be happy about this one. So they saw a 15% increase in memory and overall brain function. But memory retention, 15% increase. And tested against Alzheimer's specifically. Maybe I'll try and find the link for this study, and we'll put it in.
Okay,
put it. Yeah.
My God, we're gonna
start citing.
We're gonna have citations.
We should start putting citations.
Have you read any of the descriptions I put on the episodes?
Yeah, some of them.
Okay.
And they just say retarded shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of our vibe.
It is, yeah. But I feel like when I say shit like this, I should cite it.
You should back it up.
Yeah. But studied specifically against Alzheimer's that they saw a reverse in effects of Alzheimer's. And it was from not smoking is horrendous, but purified nicotine tablets.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta get them.
Nicotine specifically as a drug has a substantial, I don't want to call it a nootropic because nootropic is kind of a stupid term.
It's a performance enhancer.
Like cognitive enhancement.
Yeah. Yeah, nicotine's fucking great for you. It's everything else that comes with nicotine that sucks.
Well, with smoking.
And chewing.
Yeah.
And, you know.
It's gross.
It's gross.
But a nicotine tablet on its own, if you could get pure nicotine, it would be actually like.
I would have like, you know how kids with the beaties have those little pumps on their belts?
Yep.
That like pump insulin in?
You want one for nicotine?
I want a nicotine pump. You know what I mean? Or like, oh, sorry, before I eat this meal, I have to. And then just take an injection of nicotine.
Well, you'd have to have it right after the meal.
Maybe it would work different from insulin. It would be preparing me to eat the meal.
No, because you like nicotine after a meal.
Yeah, no, I like smoking after a meal. I don't want the nicotine. I want to sit there and blow O's. Oh. Fucking dessert. It's so good at like Christmas.
No,
where you just eat like 70 pounds of turkey. And you just go outside with like, not your top or bottom button undone, but one in the middle. Just to give you a little breathing room on the tum.
What, for a little ventilation?
For a little ventilation. Belt out of here. You know what I mean? You're wearing like someone else's
slippers. Get the fuck out of here.
Someone else's slippers. You know, you've had like 3 beers.
Yeah.
Just,
No, I do like that. You're at your uncle's house and you're like, these slippers are bigger than my feet. That's weird.
Yeah, you're like, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
You're like fucking wearing a robe over your normal clothes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love that.
The holidays are coming and I'm in for it. I love it.
I'm
love
excited.
the holidays.
I'm excited. I was thinking about how women...
just, how dare they?
How dare they? No, they've been replaced by robots. You know what? They're like in the same boat as cashiers. Getting replaced by like self-checkout. Yeah.
You want the self-checkout robot girlfriend. Is that what you're like describing here?
No. I'm saying that cashiers are being replaced by self-checkout, which I feel bad for them for, and I go to the cashier.
Not me.
I go to the cashier.
I don't do the self-checkout.
No, I go to the cashier.
Making a dumb fucking joke to the cashier every time is part of the shopping experience for me, and I won't lose it.
Also, I'll say when I go up, I'll be like, self-checkout? I don't fucking work here.
Self-checkout's so good for stealing, though.
It is great.
And it's like, I wasn't fucking trained on
I'm
this
going to be honest. If you see me self-checking out
stealing.
with steak, I'm bringing them in as bananas.
Broccoli.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You can even do the little things. Just buy organic broccoli and then ring it in as normal.
Did you hear that fart?
I did hear that fart, and I really hope the mics did.
That's awesome.
We're in a closed room with no air movement
No ventilation.
for 15 more minutes. So if you fucked something up with that, don't swish it around. But yeah, like going up and making dumb jokes to the cashier, it's part of it for me.
It's part of the charm of the grocery experience.
Yeah, like getting right towards the end when they're scanning the last thing, and right before they go, "Oh, your total is," I just go, "What's the damage?" You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. Or
I would like to see you at a grocery store.
I'm different, dude.
I feel like it's a bad time for the cashier.
Oh, awful. The last 2 years, I've become fucking. I don't care. I make dumb jokes for me.
Just to say whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm done like living most of my life just making everyone's life just a little more easy or a little more calm.
You've gotten past the point of caring, and now you're at the point of you're almost in old manhood where you start
almost. See, I do care like with people I know.
Yeah, but are you at the old man thing where you'll say whatever you want without like fear of consequence?
Not always.
Not always.
Not always. But you fucking know when I'm walking up to that cashier, I'm going, "How you doing, hon?"
You say, "How you doing, hon?"
Yeah, every time.
What?
Why not?
Because you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah, exactly. How you doing, hon? What's wrong with that? When I was like serving tables, what can I get you, sweetie? No, I never said that. But
that's right. He's back in the kitchen.
One of my suppliers is like some old Italian lady. She always picks up, and I call her gorgeous. I've never seen her in my life. She's like, "Hello." I'm like, "How we doing, gorgeous?" Every time. Oh, loves it. Loves it. We've never met in person.
I will hit people with little ones, but nothing like that ballsy.
That's not ballsy. Try it. It feels good. How you doing, hon?
I'll say sweetheart to people.
Sweetheart is worse than hon.
No, sweetheart.
Sweetheart can be creepy.
No.
Sweetheart.
Sweetheart.
Give me a sweetheart.
Come in, sweetheart.
Take a
Sit
papa
on
squat.
Daddy's lap.
Sit on Daddy's lap. What do you
Come sit over here.
What do you want for Christmas?
That's fucked. Anyway, so women have been replaced by robots.
Why? Because there's like sperm donation machines and
No,
shit.
security cameras. Once upon a time, we had housewives. Now, everybody's got a fucking Ring doorbell thing where they have the doorbell cams.
I get where you're going with this. Okay,
Right?
we don't have the like housewives peering out the window all day. And,
Yeah.
well, the mailman's a black man. What's he up to?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, what happened?
Yeah,
What happened?
I think
We lost an important service there.
no, we've prevented a problem.
What's the problem?
All of the housewives getting together for their fucking knitting circles and shit.
That's good for them.
No, it's not good
Takes
for us.
pressure off of us.
No, it doesn't.
No?
Because if you fuck up, everyone knows about it.
Oh, true.
Right? You come home blind, drunk, piss yourself.
Yeah, but
The whole neighborhood knows in 2 days.
all of our friends know when one of us fuck up.
Yeah, because our friends suck at keeping secrets. That's why.
You ever notice it's just when you or me fuck up that everyone
No,
seems to know?
we're the ones that fuck up. Because we're both past the point of caring. You know what I mean? I call a waitress sweet cheeks one time, and everyone knows about it, and I'm fired. You know, can't do anything in these days because
Yeah.
of woke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You know what? When Edith came in the other day, it was her 90th birthday. She wanted to be burger flipped.
She wanted to be, and that's
I was trying to provide a service.
liberals.
Yeah. Fucking.
I was trying to provide a service. I'm sucking one nipple, twirling the other. Happy birthay. When's
You're
that
welcome,
happened to
Edith.
her?
She's 90.
When was the last time that happened? The birth of her second child?
That was 45 years ago.
45 years ago. He works in finance.
No, it'd be longer than that. It'd be like 70 years ago.
Yeah, they used to crank him out young.
Real young. Fucked.
You know what's like a kind of scary thought?
What?
I'm 1 year away from how old my dad was when he had me.
I'm a year past when my parents had me.
That's fucking... Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited. I'm glad.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad we're having kids later now.
Yeah, fuck it. You know what's really strange, though?
What's up?
So I was actually listening to, can I shout out sources? Yeah, I can.
Sure, yeah.
So Andrew Huberman talking with a doctor, I think Sam or Joshua Gillette is his name.
Okay.
And they were talking about, like, the effects of obesity on puberty.
Okay.
We're seeing shorter people, like more short people.
Kings, but yeah. Short kings.
Sure.
That's fine. We can say that.
So because childhood obesity causes puberty to happen faster and with a shorter span.
Yes.
So they rush through. If you're obese as a child, you'll hit puberty earlier.
But you'll be done
Because
faster.
when you're fat, your body starts producing and releasing the leptin hormone.
Okay.
That tells your body to go into like your secondary puberty cycle.
Okay.
And which is like your like puberty as we know it. That's your second puberty. Your first one's when you're like within the first 3 months of being alive.
Yeah.
That's when you see the most change in a human,
Yeah.
right? So, but then they're saying that because there's so much childhood obesity, there's so many people going through this where they're experiencing puberty like way too early, and then they never reach their full growth potential for height and stuff, and it's causing issues because they're chubby and fat and small and their bones aren't developed. And like you're getting girls who are like developing large breasts without the bone structure to support it because they're developing genetically what they would have normally developed
Plus all the fat.
without the bone structure that should have occurred. Like they should have seen an increase.
Like they should have been a bigger
Yeah,
frame.
like IGF-1 should have released IGF-1 and HGH through the body, and then you should have seen like this increase in in bone mass and structure, like lean body mass, but they don't see it. So you're just stacking this weight on a tiny little like structural frame, and it's bad, like really bad.
We're getting Wallied, baby.
We're getting Wallied. We're getting literally. That's what I was thinking. I was like, we're getting fucking Wallied, where we are just not able to support our own weight anymore.
I can't wait.
That's fucking pathetic, dude.
I'm like
they're seeing people hit like 17 years old and be like, at 17 years old, they're like having structural issues in their back, where they're herniating discs in their middle back because they can't sustain like the upper body. Yeah, like a normal sized upper body because they're so fucking short and fat. Ridiculous.
I can't, like, okay, I understand the Wally, like the Wally society is not where we want to be, but like if you were just like a powerless individual living in that time, probably pretty sick. Do you want to talk about being a piggy?
No, that wouldn't be a good time, man.
You're in your chair.
How you fucking?
Doesn't matter. You got the suck-o-matic machine that just comes down and it's mind-blowing.
I don't want that.
No, but if that's all you knew.
No, I don't want it.
And then you got your chair with your big cup.
No, and you're missing stuff here. It makes you feel like another thing they talked about was like hip widening in men. Mm-hmm. Because you have more weight sitting on a smaller frame. Your hips go wider like a birthing pregnant lady. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fuck is that?
You got wide hips.
Yeah, now you probably just shit yourself more. Like, you know what I mean? Think about it.
My hips are too wide. I can't help that I shit myself.
You just shit yourself because you're a fat little piggy.
Yeah, and then you just roll in the mud.
In the mud.
Just rolling in the mud.
It's gross.
Eating your 1-2 half moons and your fucking
1-2 loon moons.
They're half moons.
1-2 loon moons. I don't know. It's fucked up though. Just fucked up. Really, really
just
odd.
Like your entire diet is liquids. That sounds wicked.
I wouldn't want that. I love food.
Yeah, I do love food.
Yeah, you're a chef.
Yeah, like every time everyone talks about like the utopian future, it always sounds great, right? Everyone's like preaching, and then they're like, and you just have to take one pill every day, and that's all your nutrients. I'm like, that sounds awful.
I don't want that.
Why does the utopian future not have braised short ribs in it?
Yeah, why haven't we figured out a way for me to just eat like whatever I want and be 100% healthy?
That's what I want. I want the pill to give me all my nutrients and negate all the calories from anything else I eat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what I want.
That'd be cool. Or like a pill, you pop a pill and it's like you can drink, smoke, and eat as much as you want. Have fun.
Yeah.
That's a utopia.
Why isn't science pursuing the have fun pill? Because once everyone's having fun, I think other problems get fixed.
You know why? Listen to a fucking podcast with Elon Musk. That's why.
He's losing it.
Where he's like, well, it's probably because I think that the world's going to be taken over by AI. And you're like, oh, Jesus.
I think he
Christ.
has done an incredible job at convincing really, really stupid people that he's really, really smart.
You think so?
I think so. Like, I think he's probably at above average intelligence.
He's definitely quite intelligent.
But he's, like, not this super genius that everyone thinks he is.
No, he surrounds himself with the right people
and
who are also very smart.
With very smart people and a lot of yes men that know how to, like,
make shit happen.
There are, like, memos internally from PayPal when he was, like, running that there was, like, a whole team of people that was their whole job was to keep Elon out of the really important meetings without him knowing about it, because he would just go crazy in there and say some dumb shit. And then every, like, idea that was actually needing to be implemented, they found ways to feed him that so he would think it was his idea. And then he would...
What?
And then... Because he would never go with anything unless he thought it was him. So all the, like, upper engineers would be like, this is what we have to do. Find a way for him to think it's his idea. And then they would plant seeds for, like, a couple months.
Why do we deal with someone like that?
He's got a cult of personality around him now. Right? He's got...
Well, I want that. Let's make that. Let's make that happen.
I'm telling you, we could be cult leaders.
I said this the other day to Brian. I was like... Fucking, I think I could be a good cult leader.
Yeah, like, once you get enough people there, the cult runs itself. Yeah. You just gotta show up and be like, woo, and they're like, we love you.
Be like, hello, 'tis I, the reasonable doubt.
'Tis I, Sea Griff. And they're like white robes with diamond encrusted lapels.
Nah, fuck that. I'm wearing a dashiki for the rest of my life.
It's a dashiki.
A dashiki? It's like a African shirt.
Oh, is it the one? Do they also wear the like flat hats?
I'll show you. I'll Google it. Google.
No, our cult uniform is going to be, you know, those really heavy knit Rasta sweaters that everyone had in high school?
Yeah.
That's going to be our cult uniform.
Yeah, that's a dashiki.
You can't wear that.
Dude, I can. I know that
You look like all those dudes.
I know that every picture that seems to be here is a handsome black man. But
yeah, it's like the Virgin Mobile uniform.
There's a white guy? Oh, that doesn't look good.
How cool does he look? Look up Dashiki and scroll like until you find the first white guy.
There's a white dude. Kind of looks like Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, that is the type of white dude that wears a dashiki.
Yeah. Ah, man.
I want to become the first like white black Israelite.
Really?
Or like the first white guy in the nations of Islam.
How the fuck? You ever notice that black people just seem to always look cooler?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I think it's because they just got a better look.
I think it's because it's different to us. Because they definitely look at white people and go, look how cool they look.
They don't.
They totally don't smell like wet dog either.
Yeah. They don't look at white. We smell like wet dog and sour milk. Have you ever heard that? That's like white people smell like wet dog and sour milk.
That'll hurt your confidence.
Yeah, won't it? We're gross. We're dogs. That's why the Japanese call us dogs.
Oh yeah?
Have you never heard of this?
No.
No, if you're in Japan, if you're in Japan, they'll say that you're a fucking dog behind your back.
They say that about white people?
That white people are dogs.
Wow. It's better than what they say about black people.
Wide eye like a dog. That's not even a joke.
No, I've heard round eye.
Yeah, round eye like a dog.
Oh.
That we have the same eyes as dogs.
Well, if you want to go back, Mr. Japan, we called you some things too, okay? Yeah. Let's not act like you're the king shit on the name calling, because I remember quite a few posters of Japanese people looking like rats.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Remember those?
Yeah.
The buck teeth?
Yeah.
And the whole... Like, so you want to go dogs. I'd rather be a dog.
Is it not strange that Japan gets away with being racist as fuck?
It is strange.
Why does everyone else
because everyone is lining up to fucking Japan for some reason.
Yeah, everyone else has to like fucking control themselves and not be racist. You know?
Day in, day out, I am putting in work to not be racist.
No, but
these guys just get to do it.
Every other fucking developed nation in the world like walks on eggshells to try and make people happy and like not seem like they're coming across as prejudiced.
And for some reason, Japan is the most racist country.
And Japan's like, I don't give a fuck. Stay the fuck out of my country. Yeah. And they're like, fuck all of you white people, you're dogs. They think Indians are smelly, and they like...
There's areas of city where, like, white people can't go. You're, like, totally not allowed.
They're like, no, you can't go in bathhouses. They're like, no, you're dirty. We don't want your filth in here.
Yeah, black people in Japan?
Yeah, that's fucked. They're so racist.
They can't, like, leave the main roads?
Yeah, they're so racist.
They're so racist. And it's, like, in their policy. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're totally fine with it.
I don't know. Everyone loves to just glaze Japan. I don't know why.
They believe... I do remember... reading about the fact that they believe that anyone who has like impurities in their bloodline would be someone with a non-pure Japanese bloodline.
Yeah,
so if like one of your parents were like half Japanese or something, then you're a fucking mutt.
Well, okay, Japan had a very similar idea with race as the Nazis at the time.
Really?
That the Japanese were the superior Asian race, and it was their like duty to... Like, the way they put it is that they were protecting the lesser Asian races from European colonialism. When in reality, they thought it was their, like, mandate to control Asia because they were the superior race. Okay? And what happened at the end of World War II to the Nazis?
They got
most
their
of them,
kicked.
We jailed them or we hung them or, you know... Killed them all. Changed the governments of Germany.
Or gave them a wonderful life in the United States. Yeah.
Japan, they got to keep their emperor. They got to keep everything.
Did they really?
They kept the exact same government after the war. They're like, we give up, but we're not changing anything. And they were like, cool.
So they're still just like that.
Mm-hmm. The U.S. has had...
That's a really nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
I love corduroy.
I love corduroy, too.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks. It's a gift.
Oh, wow.
I'm not good enough.
Sorry, continue.
The U.S. had a lot of control over what their government was doing, but the government itself didn't change. Because I think they were worried that, like, if the emperor was deposed and jailed or, like, killed himself or
that
something,
they would uprise.
Then the fucking whole population of Japan would just go crazy.
Yeah.
So they were like, you get to keep your crazy people, and you'll be less crazy.
They are kooky.
They're kooky guys, yeah.
They're kooky people, yeah.
I think, I don't know, like, just so many nerds love anime that they give it a pass.
Yeah, it's weird. They're, like, as a society, they're kind of unhinged.
Totally.
If you look at them in comparison to, like, Vietnam or fucking Laos or something, like, those are pretty peaceful, normal places where, like, you can go there and they're like, oh, hi there, welcome.
Korea.
Yeah,
like South Korea.
Yeah, they're like, welcome to our country. It's cool
yeah,
here,
I know.
Eh? Japan's like, no! You can buy underwear that's used in a variety store!
Well, that's the thing, too. It's like Japan now is like Hello Kitty and fucking used girls' panties. And
yeah.
You have to have a sound when you take a picture on your phone because people kept
taking... They have a vending machine that'll suck your cock.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
60 years ago, committing the worst war crimes the world has ever seen on, like, Taiwan and Korea and the Philippines.
Yeah.
Like, brutal iron fist military. And now they're just like, you can fuck, like, a 14-year-old if you want to.
Yeah, they're fucked.
They're
strange. Fucked. They're unhinged as a society.
Yeah.
I do believe that.
If we have a Japanese listener, I want to hear your take on this stuff.
Yeah, I actually do, because I don't know... I only know ins and outs of Japanese culture from reading stuff that Japanese people put online.
Yeah.
But it could be bullshit.
Yeah, it could be.
Reasonable doubt.
Take that with a reasonable doubt.
All right.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's go.
Fuck yeah. All right. Actionable moment.
Don't support.
Confront Japanese people you know. Go up to them and be like,
don't
what
do that.
the
Don't
fuck
do that.
is wrong with your island?
I'm going to be honest. I still love Japanese people.
Oh, I know you do.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I do. No, I do. They're wonderful people. Mm-hmm. They're all very nice to me.
Favorite porn category.
Also, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
It's not true. Anyway, stay reasonable.
Keep doubting. We love you.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.